Hi, welcome to the snag. Today we've come down to White Mark Bay. We're going to fish it over high tide today. It's a medium sort of neap tide, and normally I wouldn't recommend fishing White Mark over high, because if you drop short you end up in all this crap and you lose all your gear. So we're using rotten bottoms today. Everything, well, I'll come down here mainly to see if we can find blonde ray. That's the first target. We're using fish and squid, and you can find this guide on the playlist that has all the beach guides on there. So fishing two rods, they'll both be pulley rigs today. Like I say, I've got rotten bottoms. There is the odd snag out there and whatnot. You're unlucky if you get them, but mainly fishing over sand, and the bait comes right in. Don't try and fish it on a spring tide that's high, because water comes right back to the back wall, and if you're over the other side you're going to get cut off, okay? So safety first and all of that. But you can get some really good fish here. So I'm hoping maybe we might see a passing spur dog. They don't come to any size here, or not that I've had any size here, but they do pass it, and up to about 7-8 pounds, which I'll be more than happy with today. Like I say, it's general fish. If we can get a blonde ray, great. If we see a passing spur, even better. And, we'll take whatever comes. So I've changed my mind. On the second rig, I'm going to run a running ledger. It's got about a 3-foot trace, a little bit of silicone just to hold it off the swivel. And I'll put 3/4 of a sardine on there. I'm going to try and lay off the squid today, so I don't want to be pulling in any dogfish. Nothing turns up, and obviously we'll get a bit of squid rolling too. These are all marinated with my bait sauce. Hopefully that'll do the business. Is that just going in the background? I didn't see. I had a feeling it was. Okay. But anyway, we'll link this up to the other rod. This is for anything that's larger out there, so larger conger or a larger blonde ray. Let's get it out there. Once again, this is a venue we don't have to cast too far. They can be right under your nose. That'll do, right on the crease line. I forgot to put the rotten bottom on. Well, we might get it back, we might not. Bugger. Forgot about that bit, too busy talking. Alright, let's get some coffee. Set that rotten bottom up together. Well, not sure if we caught that because I forgot to put the timer on like a fool. But I just caught a rocklin. I just caught a whiting. Put him in a rock pool to keep for a live bait and he swam off. Wave came over the top of the pool and it swam back out. But never mind. It's what it is. So we'll see if something else turns up. Was quite comical. It was my own fault. So it is what it is. I could have left him on the floor, but I thought it'd be nice. So if we can get another whiting, I'll use that as a live bait. We'll see if we can get ourselves something good on that. Steady footing, always helps. Yeah. That's why we use a rock bottom. You're always going to lose one or two leads here, so don't come here if you don't like losing leads. Bring all the old crappy ones or go lead finding first. Luckily where I do it with Danny, I've got a whole ton of them. So. Ideal for this type of fishing. Plus sometimes the sand here will cover over your leads as well if you leave it too long. So you really want to sort of change baits every 20 minutes, 25 minutes. If it's a stronger tide, even less. Or you end up with all your gear trapped. And you lose everything. There's quite a few whiting out there. If I do catch another one, I'll put it on as live bait. I won't put it in the rock pool this time though. Which reminds me, I'll sort out a live bait in regular. The hook for holding the whited, and a 6/0 mustard circle hook above it. Fish on. Might get this one on camera. Not a whiting though. That's a dogfish. There he is. In all his glory. Sure enough. That's okay, we can deal with that. One little curled up dog, he's going back. So from what I can feel when I'm losing leads, it's because they're being buried. I'm leaving them out there too long basically. So with a smaller bait I'll bring it in more often, but I'll lose it on the big one, I'll lose it on the big one, I'm not too worried. I'll be here till low tide and I'll go get them anyway. No hardship. We're starting the ebb tide. There'll be a ferocious bit of flow, so that's the way on that one too. That's all the trend anyway, so another Dave the dogfish. This one's singing to you. Anyway, chuck him back. Really pulling now. Should pick up on the ebb. Always fishes better here on the ebb. But I always tend to fish the last bit of the push anyway. Because you just never know. We had that whiting on the up, but out there. Okay, sun's disappearing, temperature's certainly dropping. Hopefully the fish will be appearing. So fierce out there, it's unreal. Makes it look like I've got something good on. No one, come. Get over those rocks. Another doggy. I feel like Washington yesterday. Still ain't got the grip on that broken thumb. another Bristol Channel special. Never mind. Right. Try again. I think a lot of the time when you blast it to the horizon, you're sort of like casting it over all the fish. Although today, that may not be a bad thing. I don't want to go too far out there because there's another super snaggy there. So. Let's get a bit of stable footing. Got clearance and all. Probably about 80 out, something like that. Not miles. So we'll let it move down a bit more, and I'll pack a load of stuff up. Oh yeah! That's the best bit about this, Mark. There's never anybody here. It's so peaceful. You are able to put a shelter up down here too. All those big boulders and stuff, sort of like you get there's a few flat patches where you can actually like make quite a good sort of little standing or base for yourself. Quite a few large flat rocks that you can stick your tackle box on as well. I wouldn't recommend this one because it's right in front of the cliff and whatnot, but you get lots like that basically. There you go. Make your tackle box. Okay, where were you? There we go. So over there is a Brenly. Again, it can be a really good mark, especially during the winter months if you want blonde rays, things like that. Again, I've got a guide over on the playlist over there. Oh, hello, looks like I might have another fish on. Brenly farm and all of that lot. Worth watching the guide because if you just turn up and park outside the farm, you end up with problems with your car. Got some nice colours coming in. Found a few dogs, but I'm going to keep showing dogfish on film. It's kind of annoying. Eyes off, then fish will start biting a bit. It says. Not to say you won't get anything beforehand. That looked very dogfish-like, didn't it? Yeah. Quite a few to there, pal. Done it again. Come on. Yep. Alright, well I haven't seen a bite in ages now. We're running low on battery power, so with that, thanks for watching. Got dogged out again, but I'll be back out in the new year. Happy New Year, hope you've all enjoyed it, and thanks for all the likes, subscribed, and all the support over the year. Really appreciate it, it goes a long way. So catch you in the new year, have a good one.